Right, so now we are in the Moonrise G data. As what I have said a while ago, make sure you are in the correct vessel name. So let's start with the HC diary. Click on the date and Excel import. So we only have two entries for today, one for the meeting and the other one is actually SOP. So we'll just do it quick. Click on the meeting and click OK. And there's no other activity for MRG for the day, so we click save. This one actually has been done earlier, so I just copy from previous for you to get the number of crew on board for the day. Alright, save it. Now we go to the HSC incidents. Again, make sure we are in the correct vessel. So click on the HSC incident tab, click on the date. So this one I have clicked earlier, and here click on the Excel import and choose MRG SOP. Oh, there's only one for the day. And what I've usually noticed is the personal type for MRG usually is not correct. So we again have to manually enter the correct personal type. So this one here is the owner or the writer of the observation is Khan Asan Memod. So this has to be chase vessel seismic. Alright, there. Click OK, and that's it. And don't forget to save. Whereas for the consumable usage, no, that's on GS1, so we are going to Moonrise G. Again, click copy from previous. I have that already entered here, but just to show you where I got the data from, and it's from the email. So go back to the email. From Moonrise G, we get the data from the vessel's daily report. We open the file. Here, this is their VDR, and we're gonna scroll down until we see the fuel engine use. It's quite small, so we can have it enlarged. And for the 17th of April, they have used 0.9. We go back and type in 0.9. Okay, and then save it. We are done with logging the consumables for the MRG. So the next one is waste disposal. Here we are to log the Moonrise G's waste disposal, and for the day we again have to get the data from the Moonrise G's VDR or daily report. And here we'll see if there's something from Moonrise G from yesterday's. Currently they are in Ushuaia anchorage, and this part here provides us the data for the disposed wastes. So there's nothing for the day as they are in port. So let's go back there, copy from previous. So there's a 0 there. Okay, save. And then that's it for Moonrise G. Now we are going to Pablo C. HSC diary for Pablo C. Okay, so we click on the date for the 17th. Okay, here what we do, events. That's a good point about Pablo C. Every day they are sending us their VDR and the KPI. So let's go to the Pablo C's folder here. Okay, every day we do receive 2 emails from them, the VDR, which provides us their a spreadsheet of their fuel consumption and waste disposal figures. And then here, safety card, so there's no safety card for the day. Whereas for the KPI, this is the second file that we receive, and this is where we get some informations as to what type of activities they did and the SOPs they have submitted. So here is their daily KPIs, where we can see their daily activities. So they only had one toolbox meeting for the day, as they are also in Ushuaia port right now. So there isn't much for Pablo C. So okay, right, so what we do now for HSC diary is simply nothing for the no, there is one actually for the events. Okay, so there's one toolbox meeting and exposure hours. There's not any change of the number of crew on board the Pablo C. However, we can check that on their VDR. So here is the crew list, and there are 13 crew members right now. Okay, so we go back there, so there's number 13 crew, right? And we save. Right, and then the next is the incident. There's nothing to add right now. However, I'm gonna show you how are we logging the observation cards from Pablo C. They do have a flag, however it is only accessed by the HSC manager, the Zapor HSC manager from the source side, and his name is Facundo, and he is the one logging all the SOPs from the Pablo C crew into their flag. But what we receive from Pablo C every day, as what I've said, is the same copy of these SOP cards or safety cards from their VDR. Here they provide a summary of their SOPs, how many SOPs they provide or they submit for that particular day. And in the VDR we have more details, or maybe not much really, but they are quite pretty much the same. But in the KPI, we could see here, if you see red markings, that means these are open SOPs. The column here is the corrective actions that they are to undertake, or that have been undertaken. Okay, let's have a look on the first SOP. So we simply copy the details, it's not much actually, and then click on the add new, and we paste the details here. Failure in 3 hot and cold air conditioners in some cabins. They are not very good at providing SOPs, and that yeah, what do we do is just choose the best that would match their concern. So this one is about insufficient hot and cold air conditioners, so it may result to personal illness. So sometimes I just copy paste what it is written there, or simply summarize it as a shorter title: air conditioner failed fault. here, personal type, I choose subcontractor, third party, reported by subcontractor, third party, intervention. No, there's no intervention yet. Yes, there has to be an intervention, but the action is not completed. And then if we try to look at the KPI, where they're supposed to provide some information but nothing there, so we can just click this one, click the add, and go to the next one. The next one is okay, there's no power outlet, so let's click that one, click, and then unsafe condition, electrical, and the title, no power outlet. In the cabins, in the bunk area, in the cabin. Okay, here we select again third party, subcontractor. This is the second time that they have submitted an SOP about no power outlet. And the first SOP that they had about this concern is that they have requested to have this installed in port, but when they were in port, nothing has been done. So we can just comment here a follow-up on the first SOP. Okay, so that's the second one, and then let's see the third one. The third one, electrical connector for PC has short-circuited. Copy, add new. So this is electrical. And then connector, electrical connector. So this basically must have been an extension cord. Short circuit. Again, the subcontractor third party, yes, and it is completed, so the action done. So here the third SOP, you could see that they put something. When it is green, that means it is closed. So they changed for a new connector. Replace. Alright, so save. Well, I do sometimes ask questions, send email to the captain clarifying a certain SOP, but most of the time I do not get any reply from them, and it's quite frustrating. And I always copy Steve, and Steve was the one pushing them to follow up as well. Alright, so here I'll click save. Then that's for the SOPs for Pablo C. And then consumable. Again, we get the data. Okay, let's try to click that one here. We get the data from their BDR. Pablo C BDR. So we're here. Daily fuel consumption. So they only have 1 cubic meter for the day. So copy from previous. Then this one is for the 17th of April. We put 1 and then save. And waste disposal, same thing, from previous, and since they are in Ushuaia port, there has been no discharge of food waste, and previously they have discharged some waste last week on the first day they were in port, so that has been lagged on the previous days last week, so nothing yet as of this writing.